Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more RWBY. This is Volume 2, Chapter 2, Welcome to Beacon. And yeah, there was a bit of a time skip. We're already on the second semester of their time at Beacon. Last time they had that ridiculous food fight. That was a lot of fun. I think we met Emerald and Mercury last time as well. They attacked and killed a Faunus, which is odd because they're also working with the White Fang. Not exactly sure what our villain's goals are here, but excited to continue. Let's get started. And I press play. Is that a little too loud?
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line up across and there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn.
She's so pale.
We can't just wait with lives at stake until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering, our storm is growing loud.
Whoa. All diving headfirst.
To say goodbye.
I think that was a preview of some fights we might see in the future.
Ironwood certainly loves bringing his work wherever he travels.
Well, running an academy and a military makes him a busy man. But yes, those are a bit of an eyesore. Come in.
Ozpin,
Hello, General.
please drop the formalities. It's been too long.
General.
And Glinda, it has certainly been too long since we last met.
Oh, James. I'll be outside.
Glinda.
Well, she hasn't changed a bit.
So, what in the world has brought you all the way down from Atlas? Headmasters don't typically travel with their students for the Vital Festival?
Well, you know how much I love Vale this time of year. Besides, with you hosting, I thought this might be a good opportunity for us to catch up.
I can certainly appreciate quality time between friends. However, the small fleet outside my window has me somewhat concerned.
Well, concern is what brought them here.
I understand travel between kingdoms has become increasingly difficult.
Oz, you and I both know why I brought those men.
We are in a time of peace. Shows of power like this are just going to give off the wrong impression.
But if what Crow said is true, then...
If what Crow said is true, then we will handle it tactfully. It's the Vital Festival, a time to celebrate unity and peace. So I suggest you not scare people by transporting hundreds of soldiers halfway across the continent.
I'm just being cautious.
As am I, which is why we will continue to train the best huntsmen and huntresses we can.
Believe me, I am.
Different school. And we're
Ask yourself
welcoming them,
this.
welcoming them to Beacon.
Do you honestly believe your children can win a war?
Just you wait. Just you wait.
I hope they never have to.
He hopes they... This is just training for training's sake.
Alright.
I love seeing them just mess around. Yang's face.
Ying Xiaolong, prepare your kingdom for battle. Bring it on. I deploy the Elysian Air Fleet. Looks like I get to fly right over your Ursa and attack your walls directly. You fiend! And since Atlas is part of Mantle, my repair time only lasts one turn. Pretty sneaky, sis. But you just activated my trap card. Giant Nevermore! higher, fatal feathers will slice your fleet in two. But if you roll a 6 or lower, then Nevermore will turn on your own forces.
That's just a chance I'm willing to take.
What is this, a D20? Just
Oh my.
the page over her head. I would love to watch them play a tabletop game, actually. How are they concentrating what they're doing? Study, no comics. Oh, she's reading it now.
Well, Weiss, it's your turn.
Ruby's been defeated.
Absolutely no idea what's going on.
Look, it's easy. You're playing as Vacuo, which means all Vacuo-based cards come with a bonus.
That sounds dumb.
See, you've
That
got
sounds dumb.
Sandstorm, Desert Scavenge. Oh, Resourceful Raider. See, now you could take Ruby's discard air fleet, put it in your hand.
Okay.
And since Vacuo warriors have an endurance boost against natural hazards, you could use Sandstorm to disable my ground forces and simultaneously infiltrate my kingdom. Just know that I will not forget this declaration of war.
And that means...
You're just 3 moves away from conquering Remnant.
Oh my god.
Yes! Fear the almighty power of my forces. Cower as they pillage your homes and weep
Weiss.
and take your children from your very arms.
Trap card.
Huh?
Jump card. Oh my
Armies
god.
have been destroyed.
Emotions we play.
These strong Weiss will make it through this together.
Shut up! Don't touch me!
Don't touch
Blake, you're up.
Huh?
Not paying attention.
Sorry, what am I doing?
You're playing as Vale, trying to conquer the kingdoms of Remnant.
Right.
Hey, can I play?
Sorry, John, we've already got 4 people.
Besides, this game requires a certain level of tactical cunning that I
Wow.
seriously doubt you possess.
You attacked your own naval fleet 2 turns ago.
Bring it on, Ice Queen. I'll have you
Ice
know
Queen.
that I've been told I'm a natural-born leader.
By who? Your mother?
And Pyrrha.
Hello again.
Hello
Come
again.
on, let me play your hand for a turn.
I'm not trusting you with the good citizens of Vacuo.
Why not? You've trusted me with way more important stuff before. I mean, you told us all that Blake is secretly a
Fun-loving person
whom we all admire perfect.
and respect.
Oh.
Right.
Shouldn't have done that.
Ladies?
Shouldn't have did
Your
that.
battle.
Sup, losers?
Hey, son.
Ruby, Yang, Blake, Ice Queen.
Why does everyone keep calling me that?
I never got a chance to formally introduce you to my old friend.
Aren't libraries for reading?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shut up, don't be a nerd.
Don't be a nerd.
Intellectual, okay? Thank you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Neptune.
So, Neptune, where are you from?
Neptune.
Haven.
Also,
I don't believe I've caught your name.
oh my god, a planet name.
I'm Weiss.
Are you kidding me?
Pleasure to meet you.
I never took you as the board game playing type.
Right. Well, I think I'm done playing, actually. I'll see you guys later.
Women.
Brothers of the White Fang,
Nora.
why are you aiding this scum?
The White Fang and I are going in on a joint business venture together.
Yeah, this kind of stuff doesn't go away easily.
Well, this has certainly been an eventful evening. I'm sure that after a night of thwarting attempted robbery, you probably just want to go home and take a nap. But I was hoping that maybe we could have a chance to talk.
Of course.
Wonderful. As you know, in order to enroll at my academy, students must first pass a rigorous entrance exam. Most applicants spend years of preparation training at one of the many combat schools around the world.
But she didn't.
You are one of the few who did not. And you passed the exam with flying colors.
I was raised outside the kingdoms. If you can't fight, you can't survive.
Well, you have most certainly survived, Blake. I admire your drive, and I am proud to run a school that accepts individuals from all walks of life. Rich, poor,
Human. Faunus.
faunus. Why do you wear that bow, Blake? Why hide who you are?
You may be willing to accept the faunus, Professor Ozpin.
But not
Your
everybody else
species
is.
is not.
True, but we are continuing to take strides to lessen the divide.
With all due respect, you need to start taking some larger strides. Until then, I'd rather avoid any unnecessary attention. I want people to see me for who I am, not what I am.
And what are you?
I don't understand what you're asking.
How did you know the White Fang would be at the shipyard tonight?
I didn't. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
You wouldn't have been the first. But what happened tonight was not an isolated incident. I may be your headmaster, but I am also a huntsman. And it is my sworn duty to protect this world from the forces that conspire against it. Blake, are you sure there is nothing else you would like to tell me?
I'm sure.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Ms. Belladonna.
Blake
If you ever need to
Belladonna.
talk to me, please don't hesitate to ask.
Ugh, we should have never let him play. You're just mad because the new guy beat you. See,
Wow.
if you had just attacked when I told you, none of this would have happened.
Stop.
Her hand is so big.
Lately,
What?
you've been quiet, antisocial, and moody.
Have you met Blake?
Which I get is kind of your thing, but you've been doing it more than usual, which, quite frankly, is unacceptable. You made a promise to me, to all of us, that you would let us know if something was wrong. So, Blake Belladonna,
Oh my god.
what is wrong?
Oh, she's on the chair. Don't fall. Don't. She's gonna fall. Eh. This show is so comical.
I don't understand how everyone can be so calm.
You're still thinking about Torchwick?
Torchwick, the White Fang, all of it. Something big is happening and no one is doing anything about it.
Ozpin told us not to worry. Between the police and the huntsman, I'm sure they could handle it.
Well, I'm not. They don't know the White Fang like I do.
Okay,
Fair.
between blowing up nightclubs, stopping thieves, and fighting for freedom, I'm sure the three of you think you're all ready to go out and apprehend these ne'er-do-wells.
Who?
But let me once again be the voice of reason. We're students. We're not ready to handle this sort of situation.
Well, yeah, but
we're not ready.
And we may never be ready. Our enemies aren't just gonna sit around and wait for graduation day. They're out there, somewhere, planning their next move, and none of us know what it is, but it's coming, whether we're ready or not.
okay.
You
All
make a
in
good
favor of
point.
becoming the youngest hunters to single-handedly bring down a corrupt organization conspiring against the Kingdom of Vale, say aye. Yes!
I love it when you're feisty.
Well, I suppose it could be fun.
None of you said aye.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're in this together.
Let's hatch a plan. Yeah! I left my board game in the library. We're
Yeah.
doomed. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Oh, God, sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just watch where you're going.
Oh.
Right,
No.
Sorry. I'm Ruby. Are you new?
Visiting from Haven, actually.
Jeez.
Ooh, you're here for the festival. Oh, but exchange students have their own dormitory.
I guess we just got turned around.
Don't worry, it happens all the time. Your building is just east of here.
Thanks. Maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah, maybe.
You've seen her before
and
already.
welcome to Beacon.
Welcome to Beacon. She's faced her before. I don't know. I'll let it run first and then talk. Fan art. Awesome. You know, that makes me think there's probably like a subreddit for this, and what I really want to do is after I catch up, I want to sort by top over the long, like all time, and go see like the best fan art, the best memes and stuff like that. I actually really dig the way the direction this series has been going. From the trailers, I mentioned last time, from the trailers, I thought it was just going to be like really, really cool fights all the time, and I thought that was cool. But now they're bringing in real issues. They're bringing in things with a lot of good opportunities for storytelling, and very good fights as well. And I enjoy how silly all of our characters are. Even Weiss, who seems like super duper duper serious, has moments where she's just so over the top dramatic. I guess Blake hasn't really gone out of her shell yet because she's not really able to relax yet. She's the one who's most in her shell at the moment. But yeah, this guy James, I think his name was. She called him, I think called him James, saying that he brought his entire army here, or a lot of his army here. The Dean seems like a good guy. He doesn't, I feel like, yeah, Belladonna, Blake, feels like he doesn't understand what the Faunas have to go through, and I mean it feels like something very privileged to ask, like, why do you hide who you are or what you are? Because I mean, isn't it obvious? I mean, in an ideal world, yes, you don't want to hide who you are, but this is not an ideal world. We're still working through a lot of things. There's violence on both sides right now. It's not a good moment to... It's not that it's not a good moment to reveal who you are. It is up to her when she wants to reveal herself, and it's not his place, I don't think, to suggest that she do otherwise. If she comes to him for advice, it's a different thing, but it's interesting. And they're all talking about this as if it's a very serious problem, but he just wants the kids to be kids, and they never have to save the world. And okay, so my friends and I are actually getting started with a D&D campaign soon-ish. I don't know when. Might have started by the time this airs. But yeah, I'm very excited to see where it goes. I love how excited Ruby is about this. And then she gets destroyed. Oh no, you fiend. She's so into this. This feels like something Yang and Ruby were really, really into and just like roped Weiss and Blake into it. Trap card. No. And yeah, Yang was clearly just destroying everybody. Somehow, what's his name? It's not Venus. What is it? It's another planet. Anyway. Nora is adorable. Look at that. She's sleeping on it. And Ren just like turns the page over her head. Interestingly enough, he's reading from right to left because he flipped the page that way, right? That way? I think so. Yeah, he flipped the page. So he's reading from right to left. I love how she's like, you read a real book. And she just reads the comic. There are so many little details that I really, really appreciate. The writers of this clearly know what they're doing when it comes to character development and just making the characters cute and lovable. Yang. Oh, that's so many tears. Oh my god. And she manipulates her. She's like, yeah, here, let me see all of your cards, tell you what to do to walk directly into my trap, and destroys her. Weiss just gets so into it, and like when she thinks she's like the ruler of the world, kind of. And trap card. Don't touch me. That was hilarious. I'm glad that these two are getting along better. But yeah, all the conflicts have involved Weiss. First it was Weiss and Ruby not getting along. Then it was Weiss and Blake. And I'm glad they're both solved, but it's super, super funny that Weiss is like, don't touch me. And hugging her so tightly, both crying. She can't just admit freely that she's sad or vulnerable. She needs to put up a front. Hi again. Pyrrha's cute too. Jean wanted to play, and this guy wound up playing instead. Can I hear his name again?
Libraries for reading.
Telling me that. Hey, son.
Ruby, Yang, Blake, Ice Queen.
Why does everyone keep
Ice
telling
Queen.
me that?
I never got a chance to formally introduce you to my old friend.
Aren't libraries for reading?
Thank you.
Pancakes.
Shut up. Don't
Pancakes?
Intellectual, okay? Thank you. I'm Neptune.
So
Neptune. There we go.
Where are you?
Yeah, I mean, every episode, they kind of give a chance for every character to have some lines. Even Ren and Nora in the background didn't do too much, but had a line. Thank you. That was really fun. The guy's name's Neptune. I'll try to remember that. Nora's ridiculous. People have been saying Nora's best girl, and I'm not going to argue against it. There was something that bothered me during the scene, and it's totally irrelevant. But his coffee cup was like on the edge of the table, and I was just like, is it going to fall? Is it going to fall? Is it going to fall? It's actually not at this angle. Let me see. I might have skipped it. Yeah, here. I'm like, it's on the edge. Just push it in a little. This is what happens when you live with someone who constantly nags you about things like that for your entire childhood and everything else. But yeah, I mentioned earlier, she can't really be as open as she wants to be. Or I don't know if she even wants to be. Oh, the hand is so big. But yeah, Blake promised that she would be more open with him. And she is. And now it's leading to them actually going after these villains. The White Fang. This is just so comical. What is Yang doing? Look at Yang. She's I don't know what she's doing. I didn't even notice that the first time. Blake was just like frozen and like, what's going on? All these animations are actually really, really comical, and I'm glad for it. But yeah, it got serious at the end with Blake and her worries, and it seems like this is a good first like real mission for them. Really gives her the sense that everyone's on her side when it comes to, like, everyone's got her back at the least, not her side necessarily. Everyone's got her back and understands that Faunus and human relations are more complicated than Weiss believed them to be previously. Yeah. Anyway, Ruby goes outside, and you could tell from the camera angle she was about to run into somebody, but for it to be Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald, and they infiltrated at the perfect time. Like, I doubt that even the dean knows everybody from all the other schools. And I'm wondering if Cinder recognizes Ruby for when she attacked her from inside the plane, and we couldn't see her face back then. But Ruby definitely doesn't recognize her. So this will get fun. Hopefully we get to see some interesting developments soon. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoyed this episode a lot. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out the next episode early on Patreon in the link in the description below. I like this fan art. It's pretty cool. Like I said, once I catch up, I don't know how long that'll be. There's 7 volumes or 8. I'm not sure at this moment. I'm not sure how many there are. And by the time I catch up, more will have come out. So yeah, looking forward to going through Reddit at some point and checking it all out, though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.